Yo, look at that fucking loser.
I don't know, man. He doesn't look too happy.
Yo, fuck's sake! Is that your sister's shirt or
Dude,
what?
You're such a dick.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna go talk to him. Hey, man. Don't look so excited. I'm sorry my friend's a dick. But we're having some people over tonight. How would you feel about coming over?
So what did that weird guy say?
I don't want to talk about it.
Fucking assholes, man. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this. All right.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of the Johnny Salami podcast. Today, we have a good friend of mine here, Mason Raposa. That's how you pronounce your last name, right?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Dude, so, I know, thanks for coming, man. I appreciate you coming all the way here, dude. So,
Thanks for having me.
there you go.
Yeah.
Dude, that was fucking easy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, we're fucking crushing it.
we're killing it already.
Yeah. No, dude, if you're nervous, it's fine. You just gotta be upfront with it, you know?
What do I have to say to some nervous?
Start yelling, dude.
Start screaming.
No, dude, that brought back memories. Like, dude, when I first started, the first episode we filmed,
Yeah.
like, with my best friend ever, dude. 30 minutes in, dude, I was like, dude, we can't do this. Like,
Why?
I was so paranoid, dude. I was so nervous. Like,
Nervous
still
about what,
30
though?
minutes in, I was like freaking out. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't. But then we look back on it, we're like, dude, we crushed it. Like, dude, we were talking about jerking off, like, golden stuff.
Yeah.
But I was just so in my head, like, nervous.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I can't do it, you know?
I feel that.
But I don't feel it anymore, though. I kind of wish, I wish I did.
You wish you did what? Like,
I wish I could feel.
feel anything?
What would, I mean, I've been thinking about it a lot, though, dude. Like, I don't know what would throw me off, you know?
It was probably just a stage fright, but you didn't even have any. You're just...
No, I'm just talking about, like, everyday life. Like, something crazy would have to happen to, like, for me to be like, whoa.
Like, start feeling shit again?
Yeah, just to be, like, surprised.
Yeah.
Because, like, nothing really, like, surprises me anymore.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told
I
you
don't know
about
if I'm the only one who feels that way, though, you know?
No, you're not. Because, like, I had a dude, it was like, I don't know if did I tell you the story about the old man in the bank?
No.
Or the place I work at?
Yeah.
Dude, guy just comes in. He's 91. I'm not going to say his name, but I'll just say John.
Mm-hmm.
His name is John.
Yeah.
And he just came in, and he's usually a regular. All of a sudden, the guy's like, I need $20,000. And I'm like, you never had $20,000. So I'm sitting with him, and all of a sudden, he just stopped breathing. And I'm like, dude, what's going on? And, yeah. I wasn't even phased. I was like, wow.
He died?
No, he didn't die. He, like, woke up eventually.
What the fuck?
But like, he was
Did he, like, fall asleep, or was he just, like...
No, he was, I don't know. So, did I step on something? All right, so we're just sitting. He's just sitting down, and all of a sudden he just started, like, melting, like, into the chair. So, like, we had to call an ambulance, all this, and, like, he finally woke up, and then he's like, oh, free ride. So he was all excited. But, like, I wasn't even like, holy shit. Like,
Oh, you weren't phased at all?
I wasn't even phased. Well, I worked with old people, like, my
Yeah.
entire life. Like, my first job was in a nursing home. So, like, I always saw, like, old people die, dude. So, I don't even know what that was.
my chair, dude.
I'm fucking everything up.
Yeah. Are you good?
But,
I thought you were going to say he died. I was going to be like, dude.
dude, I thought he died because, like,
Yeah.
we, like, touched him and everything. We're like, we touched him.
Jerked him
We're like, like, is this man hard right now?
Yeah.
Like, touching his ass and stuff, feeling
Yeah.
for the shit. Nothing
That's
was
what you
there.
gotta do, man.
Because that's what they say.
That's what they teach you in school.
Grab the ass first.
Yeah. Yeah, they used to tell me to. I started laughing when we did CPR.
Yeah.
Because the first step was to check the scene, and then yell, "I've checked the scene." So I like looked around and I was like, "I've checked the scene." You know what I mean?
This dude's up here like, I'm fucking dying.
No, I'm fucking bleeding out.
I haven't done CPR training in so long.
Well, dude, in banks you see like crazy shit. Like,
Yeah. We see a lot of weird people.
When I worked in the bank, dude, this lady came in once, and she just she walked up to the counter, just stared at everyone, and then she was like, "Ah, shit, I thought this was McDonald's," and then she just left. Like, dude, I had to go in the back room and like think about what just happened. There was a McDonald's right next door.
Yeah,
but it took her like a while to just like.
She's just staring at.
Dude,
she's just staring at the wall. Like,
imagine if you were a teller and she was like, "Yeah, can I get a McDouble?"
Would you go with it? I would be like one. I'd probably go with it.
Dude,
like,
I would take
one moment, man.
I would go. I'd be like, "Yeah, I'll be right back." I'd fucking peel out in the parking lot, dude. Fucking blast, fucking Shakira, dude.
Shakira.
Like, yo, fuck this shit.
Dude, I met some weird people in the baking industry since I started, and I never thought I would, dude. Like, I thought it'd be like a normal thing.
Mm-hmm.
First woman I met had about 4 driver's licenses, and she was the first crazy woman I met. Let's say her name is
yeah, give it a good name though.
Diane.
Diane.
Sounds like a crazy name.
Yeah, that's an older name.
Diane. Well, she was older, but she said she's
Diane. God.
Diana. Diarrhea, Diana.
Yeah.
But she said she was gonna live forever, and I was like, that's great. And I would like go with it because I'm like, I'm new, but like I like that stuff. So I like anyone that sounds weird. Yeah. And I asked for her ID, and she's been banking with us. And when you pull up the information, it shows their last ID on file, and she had one from like, I'm not gonna say the state. I'll just say like Texas, random state. Mm-hmm. And the one that she had on file, let's say, was Washington. I was like, hey, do you have a Washington driver's license on you? Because this one's still showing that you had it like a month ago. Thinking like identity fraud or anything. She goes, I do have a lot of IDs. She pulled out 4 driver's licenses in the last month, all issued in the month of November. So I'm getting deeper. I got to find out why. So I'm like, why do you have 4 driver's licenses, Diane? She goes, well, between you and I've been like getting followed by the government. And I was like, why? She goes, I've been going through some trauma. And I was like, okay. And she goes, they implemented something in my head. And I need, they're taking, I forgot the guy's name, but who makes all those black movies? The Medea movies. Remember Medea? The name of the actor that plays Medea? Yeah. He does like, they're like mainly known as like black films. So like the whole cast is like fully black. And he says that guy buys her memory. So whatever traumas she has or stories in her brain gets sold to him. And he makes a movie off of her. And she's supposed to be getting a settlement of like $500 million because he's been making movies off of her life events. And I'm like, that's crazy. And I'm over here like,
yeah, at least
when are you going to get that? Because I'll connect you with a financial advisor. Like, I'm being straight serious with her. And then eventually she thought I was making fun of her. And she goes, there's tons of people. But I'm like straight faced the entire time because I'm like, you got to feed into like the story. I mean, I worked with people with Alzheimer's, so like hearing this stuff was like normal. And then she goes, well, there's tons of people involved, like B3's involved. That's what they call them. And I'm like, oh yeah, who's B3? And she goes, Barack Obama. And I'm like, so the president of the United States is also involved in your like scheme where they implemented a chip in your brain, and now you're starting to. But I was going at it with her for like 2 months, and eventually like my boss caught on, and you're like, yo, you're not like reaching your sales goals. Why? And I'm like, oh. I'm sitting with this girl named Diane for like an hour and a half a day because I'm bored and I just like want to hear her stories. Yeah. And then my boss caught on. He's like, she's got to go. Yeah. Because she's never going to get that money.
She was definitely disabled though.
Oh yeah. She left the state.
Doubt. Yeah, that's a confirmed disability.
She would write checks for like $5,000 and try to like cash them out of her own account.
Dude, they had this one disabled guy that would come in and he would have me pay his bills. And I had never written a check before.
Working in a bank, you never wrote a check before?
So he brought in all of his bills in a checkbook, and he was like, I need you to pay my bills for me. And, like, I didn't know what to do at the time because I was kind of new. And I was like, all right. So I'm just filling out these checks, just, like, putting shit backwards.
Random shit.
Yeah, just, like, writing random shit on it. And, like, my boss came over and, like, had an aneurysm, dude. Like, he didn't know what was going on. I was like, oh, I'm just paying this guy's bills for him.
I'm just writing in his checkbook for him. Just took this guy's checkbook, started writing checks.
Dude, I'm so stupid though. I thought he was just like a regular guy, but he was like actually disabled.
Yeah,
like he can't write his own checks.
Like his hands don't work,
Yeah,
or
like we were kicking it off, dude. I was like, this is my boy right here. And my boss was like, dude, you're literally a fucking idiot. Like, you can get in so much trouble for that.
yeah, you're committing fraud.
He's like looking at the checks. I'm like writing checks out to like the fucking Pentagon. I'm writing checks out to myself. Yeah, but dude, if I was on like CBD oil and I wasn't really like drinking a lot, so I was really good at like keeping a straight face and going along with stuff. Like
So you're
nothing,
super
nothing
relaxed.
fazed me at all. Like,
yeah, I wanted to work high once, and I never
Really?
done it again. Yeah, bad.
Oh, dude, I'd
Well, it
lose
was when
my
I
mind.
first started experiencing weed. Like
Yeah.
I've never done it before, and they took the dab pen thing. So I'm like, I thought they just made you feel nice, but I never really knew how much you're supposed to smoke. And I woke up like 2 hours early for work, so I was just driving around. And I'm just puffing on this thing. So I'm like, all right, I'm feeling it. So I'm
Yeah.
sitting in the car, and I'm like, all right, I'm fine now. I just have to go in. It's a quiet day. It was
Like
like
how high were you though? Like 1 to 10.
like a 9.
Wow.
No, probably like an 8. Because if I was
You
at,
woke up early because you were high, or just for like?
I just woke up early because
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know,
Mhm.
just one of those days. I just woke up and I'm like, all right, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Do I take a nap? No. I just started smoking weed. I'm like,
Mhm.
I'll puff on this thing. Listen to some like Maroon 5 on the way to work.
Really?
Dude, I listen to like the She Will
Be Loved, yeah.
that song over and over again.
Yeah.
Just getting my feels, Like
I
it
listen
was
to that
just,
at the supermarket sometimes.
just plays on the radio. I've been listening to every day?
What?
I'm Every Woman by Whitney Houston.
Yeah, I know you send me the video every day.
Every day. Don't know why. It just gets you going. It gets you like the motivation. And I walk into
Yeah.
work every day. And
Have you ever listened to If It Makes You Happy?
is that like that weird song that's like in the Goofy movie?
No, it's If It Makes You Happy.
But I know exactly what you're talking about though.
Yeah, dude, that song, dude, I'd fucking, dude,
Crunked?
crank one out to that song, dude.
Some songs make me want to like masturbate.
Have you ever jerked off to a song before?
The Weeknd.
Really?
It's a dude, but I don't care.
Like on a dude?
No, not to a dude, but like
Oh,
I don't know. One time I was just listening to listening to a Weeknd song, and I'm like, I'm horny.
yeah, that'd be a good fuck song, dude.
Yes. So I walk in, thinking it's to be a normal day. It's a Tuesday, and it doesn't really get that busy in the center I was in. So I'm like, I'll be fine. Maybe this will wear off, which it did. I got a coffee. I was like, fine.
Dude, how did that taste?
The coffee?
Yeah,
It was like burned my tongue, dude.
really?
Because I was just like, I don't know. I was thinking way too much. I could bring it into work, but
Yeah.
my brain was thinking I have to chug this thing.
Mhm.
So I was all fucked
It's a
up. I
weird
just go
thought
in.
process when you're high.
Huh? My
That-
thought
That was
process?
your thought process? Was
My-
like you need to chug coffee when you're high?
Hot coffee.
Wow.
Because like I thought it would like hit my brain quicker and
Uh-huh.
I'll like wake up. But like I like narrate everything. So I went in. I'm like, this is fine. I'm talking to myself. Didn't even talk to the manager or anything. I just walked in. Just like started. I dialed into this call. Sat there. Turned the camera off. Just like all calm. Like great. Day's going fine. And now I just have to act like if someone comes in, just take care of their need and go home. I wasn't even trying to sell. I'm just like, I gotta calm down. This old lady comes in. Super mellow. I'm like, hey, what brings you in today? All like bug-eyed and shit. But my eyes weren't red. Like I never get red in the eyes if I'm tired and anything. It's like, well, need to update my account. I just recently moved. So I'm like, oh, that's great. Come follow me. So walking over, sit in the desk, and first of all, I didn't even see her in her hands. I'm not even looking at her hands. She has a death certificate, right? So her husband just passed
Oh,
away.
shit.
Yeah. And I'm like, so what brings you in today? I asked her again. I already asked her once. She goes, well, I need to change my address because I just recently moved. And I'm like, oh, that's great. and then I'm like, just keep going, Mason. You're doing good. So she goes, yep, well, when you lose your husband and she's like, when you lose your husband, you have this big household yourself. I just moved in with my daughter and, it's just all new to me. And I'm like, oh, that's great. So I just said it again. She goes, no. She's a sweet woman. She goes, oh, not great. And I'm like, well, why is that? She goes, my husband just died. So now I'm at the point where I'm just staring at her, and I didn't know what to say. But I'm like, well, you're living with your daughter now. So I'm like, now I'm just digging myself a hole. She goes, well, yeah, but like, I'd rather live with my husband. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but dude, I don't know what this is. It's like it's a blocked number. It just calls me all the time.
It's probably those capital management ones.
Probably should I answer it?
No, dude.
No, we're in the middle of something.
Yeah.
It's ISIS. But yeah, so that was probably the first and last time I've ever done that, because I had to like go to my car for like an hour and just be like, hey, I'm gonna take like an hour lunch, because
Dude, I would have called out if I was a 9 out of 10, dude.
No, it's probably like an 8, because if it was a
Dude,
9,
even if it was
I'd be
anything
sleeping.
above a 5, dude. Yeah, dude. No way, man. No fucking way, dude.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if something happened, like if someone farted or something. Imagine some dude farted once
I'd just be
while he
laughing.
was talking to me, and I kept a straight face. Dude, it was the most proud I've ever been of myself. He was like with his wife.
He just farted.
Yeah, he was with his
Did
wife.
he make a noise?
He was with his wife, and he was like some fucking white trash piece of shit, dude.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Why can't I see your screen?"
Oh yeah, they always want to see what's
I was
going
like,
on.
"Oh, it's blocked, so like, you don't see shit." And he was like, "I want to see what the fuck you're doing."
I want to
and then
see the
he got
computer.
up, dude, to bend over, fucking cranked one, dude, like right in his wife's face, and I like kept a straight face, dude.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you know how hard that is?
It is, dude. I had an old man once.
Dude, I spent my whole days there, like, just thinking about what if scenarios. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like what would happen if
Like
he just
stupid shit.
shit his pants?
Yeah, like stupid shit. And then I just start like laughing, and then I have to like be like, all right, dude, you can do this.
You can do this.
I used to
yeah.
have a coffee cup that said that on it, dude.
You
It
can
said,
do this?
You can do this, dude.
Dude, it's been
People
so
would
hard.
fucking-
I mean, I don't know how it's gonna be when the pandemic's over, but
Yeah.
I have to wear a mask at work, and I'm cracking a smile under that mask every time I
Yes.
hear something stupid. Like, you probably get that. Like, there was an old man that came in, and like I felt bad because he had like a catheter bag, and he was like moving around. He's like, "Oh, jeez," and you
Is
just
that
hear like
for his cock?
catheter bag. Oh wait, no, not for his cock, but I know what you're saying. It's like one for like, it's a poop bag.
Oh, really?
What are those called? That's not
But
a
a
catheter
catheter
bag.
would go in your dick hole.
The one that goes in your. Dude, it's like the train above the building,
It's right next to it.
like right here.
Dude, it's so close that like these pictures fall down every night.
That's crazy though.
Yeah, cheap rent though, man.
Oh, like what? 500?
Like $5, dude.
$5?
They're like, you can just have this place, man.
Dude, well, the pro is like if you ever need to catch the train, you just hop out the window.
Yeah, dude. Or if I ever want to fucking end it, dude.
You just yeah.
Take a step out my window.
Yeah, the rent gets too much, you just hop out.
Yeah, dude. It's perfect, man.
What were we talking about again?
Some dude with a poop bag.
Oh yeah, he came in, just bend over, and he goes, "Oh, geez," and like I just could hear like a fart come out,
Really?
but like you just hear him, and I'm like, he's with his daughter, and his daughter's going like, "Oh, Dad, oh, jeez," and I'm like,
Dude, what?
and I'm thinking in my head like, "Yo, did this dude just shit right in front?" But I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I'm like, "Oh, you okay, sir?" I'm just like going with it. He goes, "Yeah, she's fine." But like the daughter was like. The daughter was like, she was making it known, like, yo, he just shit in the bag. But like,
It's
it
like a
didn't.
legit bag.
Yeah, so like when you can't shit, like
Is it see-through or is it like...
well, I can see it. Like you can see it through his shirt. Like you can see the bag.
Yeah.
But like if they have to poop, like their ass doesn't work anymore. So like it goes through a tube in your intestines, and they put the bag on the side. But like you can hear like a rumble. You know when like someone's hungry.
Oh.
You can hear the rumbling, but they can't control it. So when they shit, they just they just do it.
Dude, I was thinking about like Borat. Like he just whips out a fucking shopping bag and shits in it.
He comes back downstairs with it. Dude,
What did
I
he say?
can't.
He's like, yeah, what is the shit hole?
And then it cuts to the toilet. He doesn't know what it is. He takes the water, starts splashing. Oh, dude, that movie's an all-time classic, dude. They haven't made a movie like that in so long.
Yeah, dude. When I saw that, like, the kid I live with now, like, we grew up together.
Yeah.
Dude, we talked like Borat for like a year straight. Like, it was bad.
Dude, one
Like,
time.
dude, we would literally like talk like that all the time.
All the time. I still do.
Yeah. My sister, shit tight. I like a days. Have you
Well, what's
seen
this
that?
up with the vanilla face?
Dude, have you? I don't know if that's in the movie, but there was a video. It might have been like the best of Borat.
Oh, yeah.
And
He
I
has
think it
like
was,
that
like-
side series on
Yeah, it
YouTube
was,
or
like,
whatever.
a side series, and he was at the. I think he was with one of the senators, and he was like, my wife, she make the best of cheese.
Yeah, that's in the
So
movie.
that's in the movie. But
Yeah.
then there was one. He was just like, My sister, she tied like this. And the guy was like, dude, come on, man.
He goes, no, I know what you're talking about. He goes, grab my finger, take your out, pull out your finger. And he goes, did she tie it like this? You ever see the Crystal skit? The restaurant Crystals, when he worked at Crystals?
He's like, welcome to Crystals.
Yeah. He spits on the table, starts cleaning it. Dude, and then he like cashes out the girl. He goes, one for Crystal, one for me.
Yeah. Dude, that guy's so funny, man.
You know what sometimes keeps me up at night? You remember Coney 2012?
The Island?
Yeah, but you remember like the whole Coney 2012 situation?
No.
Like, do you really remember Coney 2012?
No.
Exactly. That scares me because like back in 2012, like it was a huge thing. They were like, "Yo, we have to do some like emergency drops to like these." They were like lunch boxes. There was like a big website where they're like, "Yo, we have to donate money to like this service because there was like this terrorist name. I think his name was Coney. I don't know, but it was like posters like this that said like Coney 2012, and there were like kids being kidnapped and stuff, and they had to like send them lunch boxes. And I'm like thinking like, you can't send them lunch boxes. You got to get the Navy SEALs to go save the kids. You think the person kidnapping them is like, yo, these Americans just gave you lunch boxes. Like,
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, if you look it up, dude, like no one talks about it anymore. Like stuff like that, like creeps me out. I'm like, yo, whatever happened to that situation? Like with all those kids that were like kidnapped on Coney Island.
Yeah, dude. But I was back to my original thought. No, like what I've been thinking about every day is like what it would take to like really make me feel again. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I know what you mean, man. Like I don't know either.
I don't know if it's like everything that's going on. I think a lot of it has to do with that. But like I've kind of always been that way.
Yeah.
Like super emotional, but like as far as like society goes, like never been like too surprised with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like, dude, even every day I just think about something that would like really, really throw me off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even if I was walking down the road or something, and like some dude like flew down from the sky with like eagle wings, and, like a strap on his forehead, started screaming stuff in Latin.
In Latin?
Dude, I don't think I'd be like thrown off.
Well, what would you do though? Like, would you just stare at him, or would you like have to ask him like, "Yo, my man, like,
I don't think I would.
Where'd you come from?"
I wouldn't engage right away. I would just be like, "It's another day."
Would you be like, "Dude, this kid's around here"? Like, what would you do?
Like if he like
if a dude with a dick on his forehead
me, like if he was talking to me in Latin. Like if he confronted me
in Latin, yeah.
That's a good question, dude.
Well, you wouldn't be able to answer. I mean, can you speak Latin?
No, but I'd probably laugh. Like, yeah, maybe if it was like directed towards me, maybe I would feel something.
Yeah,
because that would be kind of funny.
That would.
Because Latin's like a dead language.
I don't even know what it sounds like.
It's like it's like a satanic language, dude.
Yeah, like I wonder what it like. I don't even know what it like.
Dude, I took Latin in college for a week and I dropped the class.
Yeah, because who would you talk
to? There's no spaces between the letters. They're just symbols. Dude, this
like,
dude, the teacher looked like he was born in the year 1. Dude, this dude's nipple hair was probably like as long as your fucking hair right now, dude.
Probably can donate it to me, dude.
Then like, dude,
make wigs for all these guys.
Dude, honestly, like those are the type of guys that would go to like Epstein's Island, because like they have long hair and shit. They're like high all the time. They teach Latin.
You're a professor?
Dude, it's literally called the dead language.
It is. Like, no one speaks it.
Yeah.
Like, do people in, like, Italy speak it? You think? There has to be, like, a society that speaks Latin.
I think when they do, like, exorcisms, that's, like, the shit that they speak.
Like, when they, like, cut the goat's throat and, like, put the blood... What's that religion? Do you know that religion?
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I think it's the Jewish religion. I don't know.
Dude,
Passover?
Dude, there was one... there was one scary movie where they were doing an exorcism and this girl just had like her period. Like she just opened up her legs and fucking sprayed, dude. It was Maria Rossi. You remember that one? Dude, I saw that in the movie theaters.
The Exorcist? She's having an exorcism? Or an
orgasm? It was just Maria Rossi. I think that's the name of the movie.
Maria Rossi. How old is this
definitely
movie?
not the name of the movie, but Maria Rossi is like based on a true story
of
a legitimate exorcism. And dude, when dude, when
She's having period blood all over the place.
yeah, dude, she started contorting her body, and like, I don't know if it was her, it was like in the movie they were like, the guy was like, yeah, like these exorcisms aren't real, like this is bullshit, they're not real, and like the guy was like, all right, we're gonna show you. He was like, all right, so they're in like Italy, dude, and they fucking take him to this house, dude.
Yeah.
And they show him like a legitimate exorcism that they're about, like the parents, they had a daughter, and she was like, you know, fucking possessed by a fucking demon.
Just spewing
In
out
the
period
basement,
blood.
dude, like in the basement.
Yeah.
Just fucking sketchy ass basement. And they're just like, all right, like, please, you know, like help my daughter. And he's like, you know, he's like a fucking priest.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah, I brought my buddy fucking Jeff. He's gonna watch. The dude like
He just calls up his friend. He's like, "Yo, do you want to go see this girl like spew period blood?"
dude, so they're like in the basement.
Yeah.
And like it starts off slow, but like it like aggressively like accelerates, dude. Like this chick literally, dude, like was contorting, like her fucking, dude, her legs were like wrapped around her head, and she just started screaming stuff in Latin, dude. And then all of a sudden, dude, she just fucking squirts everywhere, dude. Like period blood comes flying out.
It's mad weird,
And this
though.
dude, like while it's happening, is literally like he has a cross on his hands, and he's like, "By the power of the Jesus." But it was wild, dude. That movie actually fucking scared me, dude, because it's like supposedly based on a true story.
Dude, The Exorcist scared me when I was a kid. You
Oh, yeah,
remember
yeah.
that? Remember the scene when like
Dude, that was so scary.
dude, as a kid, like I'm not like that
Dude,
religious.
that's still like even to this day, like that's like the scariest movie of all time.
Dude, like I was watching my dad and my mom and like my older brother and stuff, and like
Yeah.
remember the scene where like they're grabbing the kid and the old man's like, "Take me," and like smashing his body, and then
Yeah.
like they switched.
Yeah.
Dude, after that movie was over, like I cried to my mom and I'm like hugging her. I'm like,
Dude,
"Yo, don't
wasn't
let the
that
devil
the
take me."
scariest like the scene though, dude? When his face gets like yellow,
Yeah,
they switch.
but like I bet if I watched it right now, I'd be like, "Yo, this makeup sucks." But like as a kid, you're just
No,
like,
dude, even now, it's pretty fucking scary. Dude.
Actually, you know what the
If we
fucked up
pulled up a
movie?
picture, dude, like people would shit themselves.
probably.
Yeah.
Remember that movie, not Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, like that really old movie?
No,
You never heard of that movie?
I've heard of it, but
So stupid.
really,
Like I was
Dude,
kind of scared
So
as
many stupid like scary movies out there, man.
like the zombies in it would walk. They walk super slow, and somehow there's a house of like 9 people, and they all die. And I'm like, there's only one guy that's alive at the end, and it's like this black dude. And all of a sudden, the cops come, and the dude's like waving, and you can tell it's a racist movie because it's made in like the 50s. The guy's like, "Help!" and the cops just see him through the window, and they just pop him in the head and kill him.
What?
Dude, what a shitty ending of a
Yeah,
movie.
what a shitty ending. Dude,
But
that's
all of
the
a sudden, you
worst,
see
man.
like the zombies like walking like super slow, and all of a sudden, like the reaction time of the person would like turn, and, like, "Oh God!" and like the guy would be like biting his neck, and I'm like, "Yo, you don't hear this dude like walking up the stairs?"
Yeah. Yeah, dude. There's not, dude. Even like movies in general, like there's not many like good movies out there.
What type of movies do you like to watch
Dude,
though?
I don't even really watch that many movies anymore.
Do you like tearjerkers?
Dude, like A Walk to Remember and like The Notebook and stuff. Like,
Ball my eyes out every time.
yeah, dude.
They're not girl movies. Like those are like,
No, that's true love, man.
yeah,
Like Rachel McAdams, dude. You know.
dude.
Yeah.
You know what movie made me cry my eyes out?
What?
Dude, like I couldn't talk to anyone for like 3 days.
Yeah.
A Marriage Story, like with
Really?
Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver.
Never seen that.
Dude,
Dude, you know what made me bawl my eyes out? It was The Fault in Our Stars.
never seen it, but heard of it.
Dude, so I had a girlfriend at the time. We went to see it, dude. We're in the movies.
hmm
And, dude, there's a scene. So they both have cancer, dude. And there's a scene where, like, the girl is giving a speech.
Yeah.
And, like, she's going to die. And, like, they're both going to die. Like, one of them's going to die before the other.
Yeah, they're just like,
And she's giving a speech, dude. And this is after, like, they hung out and, like, fell in love and stuff.
yeah.
Dude, there was, like, one single tear that rolled down my eye, dude. And, like, there could have been more. And
But you're in public, so you're like, I gotta be a gangster.
my girlfriend at the time, like, she didn't notice. And she just looked over at me and she was like, if you want to cry, it's okay. And she didn't, dude, she was on face. But, dude, I could have fucking...
Nah, did
dude,
you ball?
No.
Because you know if you did, she'd call you a pussy.
Yeah, I knew she was going to be like, you're a fucking... I'm going to use this again. Yeah, dude, she would have used it against me. She'd be like, remember that fucking time you fucking cried? Because, like, dude, I would have fucking... Dude, there would have been like flash flood warnings, man.
Dude, you know,
what I'm saying?
I went to go see. I cried during Avengers Endgame, dude.
Really? Dude, I know.
Not
some
even
people
like
who,
towards. Have you seen that movie?
Have you ever cried to Naruto?
Never watched Naruto.
Really?
Watched Dragon Ball Z.
I know some people who have cried to anime.
I've cried to animes. I cried
Really?
Avatar, dude. Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's not a kid show.
Yeah. No, that's some grown up shit, dude.
Dude, that is Uncle Iroh, man. Like, to me, he's like my dad, dude.
Yeah.
Like, if I see that man crying or upset, dude, I start bawling, dude.
Really?
Dude, the animation of like seeing an animated person crying,
Yeah.
like I don't know, like for a kid, like that's kind of like traumatizing because like there's an episode where Uncle Iroh's son died in war. First of all, this is a kid show, so
Yeah.
why is there like it's so deep into like the character development, and he's like walking around helping all these people, and then it's his son's birthday, so he goes to a tree and he like lights these candles and has a picture of it, and he's playing this song called like Good Soldier Boy or whatever, like singing it, and you can see like Uncle Iroh crying, and I'm just like waiting for the bus for school, dude, and like 7th grade, it's like crisscross applesauce, bawling my eyes out.
Yeah, dude, I cried to Braveheart.
Braveheart, who's in that?
Mel Gibson. You ever seen Braveheart, dude?
Dude, Mel Gibson's a freaking freak, but no,
Dude, you've never seen Braveheart.
Braveheart's the movie where he's like has the blue makeup on.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, freedom.
Right enough.
Yeah, the beginning, dude. Like his dad dies in war.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll fucking be back. And he just never comes back. But they like bring his stuff back. They're like, your father fucking shit himself. No, they like tell him what happened and shit, and he just like becomes a fucking savage, dude.
Dude, Mel
He's just
Gibson
got-
is
yeah,
crazy. You ever like watch any of his like public freakouts?
Yeah.
Like, you ever see like he's doing an interview on like the Hollywood Strip, and all of a sudden he just starts screaming?
I saw the one about he said something about Jews.
Really?
Yeah. He was like cocked, and he said something anti-Semitic.
Oh, dude, you just reminded me of something. So, you know the dude that I was mentioning that was like melting in the chair? So he has some sort of like dementia. He was an older man. He was fought in wars, this and that, 91. But he mentioned something about the pandemic, and he was like, "Oh, this pandemic's getting pretty bad, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "It reminds me of the flu, like what flu?" It was like not the Spanish flu, whatever it was, like back in the 20s. And he's like, "Yep, this is just God punishing us." And I'm like, "Oh, you think so?" He goes, "Yep." And then he mentions like the Holocaust. He goes, "Yeah, they're punishing us like they punished the Jews." And I'm like,
What?
"Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, like the Jews, you know," or I forget what he really said, because I was kind of like just thrown off because this
Yeah.
dude like kind of said like the Jews had it coming. But I'm like, I don't know, man. It was just like crazy to hear. Like it was just throwing me
Yeah.
off. This is how I knew this guy was like losing it, because then he mentions that, and then like start asking for like random money. But like I forget where I was going with that. But he
Yeah.
compared COVID-19 to like the Holocaust, and like how this is God's work. And I'm like, I don't think God will just be like, "Yo."
Yeah, dude, no, that's actually happened to me before. Like, I've had customers say like racist shit, and I would just like stare at them like blank faced.
Yeah.
Like, not typically you say yeah to everything they say,
Just
like,
to continue.
just to say shit, just to like confirm it. But like, dude, I would just stare at them straight and be like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
Dude, I had that moment like probably 3 or 4 weeks ago with a lady that came in, and she was super nice, right? But then she mentions, oh my God, how am I already forgetting their name? That Gabby girl that just passed away from Brian Laundrie.
yeah,
Yeah, everyone knows about that. It's like a huge thing. This
Yeah.
woman comes in, she goes, "I don't know what the big deal is. He only killed like one girl." And I'm just like looking at him like,
yeah, you don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say to that. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, he just killed one girl, but like that's how Ted Bundy started.
Oh, dude, what is it they say at banks, dude? They're like,
Have a
people
great
will
day.
come and they'll be like, fucking, this bank's going to shit. I fucking call you and I talk to some fucking Jamaican motherfucker. Some fucking Indian man. I can't fucking understand them.
Dude, you know what I hate? Like, I had a woman come in, and I don't know. Working in banks like weird. So you know how credit cards work, right? There's interest on them. And this lady comes in, she goes, "I got a $29 fee. Like, you guys are charging me $29, and I already paid you $100." And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm showing her. I'm like, that's interest. She goes, well, I don't think that's fair. Dude, she wouldn't leave my office for like an hour until like she was like demanding that I don't give her interest anymore. And I'm like, don't use it. I was like, well, what do I do to avoid the interest? I'm like, well, pay it off in full. And she goes, well, I don't want to do that. So I just go, well, don't use the card. She goes, well, I need to use it. So for like an hour, she wouldn't leave because she's like, well, let me talk to your manager. And I'm like, okay. So I went up to my manager. I'm like, she doesn't want to pay interest. And he just looks at me like, okay. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I was like, what'd you tell her? And I was like, I told her not to use the card. She goes, well, what'd she say? And she goes, she needs to use it. So I'm like, well, I don't know what to do for her. Like, you can't just get free money.
Yeah, fuck people, man.
Dude.
People that go into banks, dude. Unless you're going for like, if you're going for a loan, dude, it's fine.
Dude,
anything else, dude, you're a fucking idiot. Dude.
My biggest pet peeve is like, if I ask how you're doing, just say good or something. Don't just walk by me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a human being too. Like, what if I'm having a bad day and I just want to hear like good in you? Like, they'll just like walk in, they'll be like, they'll just make a face, or they won't even make eye contact.
Dude, but that's when those thoughts come into play where you think about doing random stuff. Like, if you were in the lobby, dude, and you just whipped out your dick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What, just straight swinging?
Yeah. You started yelling stuff?
Dude, like, well, I found out on Snapchat, you can, like, press down the button, and, like, it can, like, take 3 seconds. You can, like, take a picture. Like, I'll, like, do, like, if I'm bored in the office, like, I'll go in random areas and just start taking random pictures, dude. I got caught once, and I forgot to circle back to the Borat thing. You remember that scene when like Borat you wanted to dress up like the people of America, so he goes to like the ghetto of like Oakland or whatever, and like he sees everyone sagging their pants, so he like walks into the hotel and he like had his underwear out and shit.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom because I'm like trying to make a video, and I work with like this 50-year-old man named Frank, and we'll blur out his name. That's his real name, But he just walks into the bathroom, and I'm getting ready to make this stupid little video. And I was like, tucked my shirt into my underwear, and I'm like walking around the bathroom like that. And he goes, oh, whoa. And, like, he's like, you're all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm just making a video. And he goes, nah, I remember those days. And I'm like, do you? I was like, what days were you just walking around with your underwear over your pants?
Dude, I took a, last bank story, dude. I took a shit in the bank, like in the back. Like, no one can go back there. Right, like people are like, you have a public restroom? Well,
no, we don't.
No, you can't go back there. Like the vault's back there.
So wait, like the toilet's in the vault?
Yeah, no. Dude. So I took a shit, like right next to the vault. Like that's where the bathroom was.
Yeah.
And I flush, and it like doesn't go down. Like it was a massive shit, dude. So like I flush, it doesn't go down. I like wait a few seconds. I'm like, all right, I'll just flush again, dude. So I flush again. So now my shit is like at the top, and I'm like, I have to make a decision. Like, I'm either going to, like, leave this overnight or, like,
to do what?
Dude,
marinate?
Dude, so I try it again. Dude, shit starts fucking spraying everywhere, dude. Like, dude, shit flooded, like, the bathroom. So I'm literally, like, I'm pushing shit with paper towels, like, with my foot.
With your foot?
Yeah.
No, you put it in your hand.
Yeah, dude, I started eating it, dude. No.
No, you put a bunch of toilet paper. Because I've had to do this once.
No, dude, it was like an inch. It was like flooded like an inch, dude. Like it was flooding. And I was freaking out because I was like, dude, if this seeps into the lobby, like it's going to be fucking bad, dude. So I'm like panicking, dude. I used all the paper towels and there was still shit everywhere. Dude.
Was it like a solid shit?
We had to call a maintenance company.
Call the hospital.
We had to call a maintenance company and like just be like, hey, like, toilet's absolutely fucked.
Shit's fucked.
Yeah. Dude, I was so proud of myself.
Was it a solid shit? Or was it like a...
No, dude, it was just straight up fucking Hershey squirts, dude. Like, it was bad, man. But, dude, that was such a bad day, man. Imagine that.
I wouldn't know what to do. I'd probably...
Yeah, I'm just happy to get in the lobby, dude.
Are you the only dude there, or did you have, like, a lot of chicks that worked with you? Like, did you share the bathroom?
It was all chicks. So I couldn't be like, yo, I just massacred the...
It's a unisex bathroom?
No, it's a boys and girls bathroom.
So you both could use it?
No, there's a men's bathroom and there's a woman's bathroom.
Oh, so you're in the clear, though. So, like, no one will, like, know.
Dude, when it happened, though, I had no one to go to. I wasn't going to walk up to the chicks and be like, yo, I just blew up the B room. You know what I should do?
They probably do it all the time. Dude, I feel like girls shit just as bad.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
I work with all girls, but I worked with one guy, and this is a dude that, like, caught me once, and, like, I don't know what his thing is, but, like, he has casual conversations with me while I'm taking, like, a number 2. Like he'll just walk in.
Is it a stall?
Yeah, there's a stall. Well, there's a stall and a urinal. The first time I met him, I was taking a pee, and I'm like, "What the hell's going on?" So I'm like, "I'm in the urinal," and he like walks by to go use the other one. And like I didn't find it weird, but like someone might find it weird. He like walks by and he goes, "My man, how you doing?" Like just pats me on the back and like rubs my shoulder a little bit
While you were pissing?
Straight stream, dude.
Wow.
I couldn't like pee for a second. I had to like stop because I was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, what the heck just happened?" And then he's just talking to me casually, and I'm like, "Okay." And then I'm sitting at my desk like typing, and then it just hit me. I'm like, "Yo, did you just like massage my shoulder while my cock was out?" Dude, was he trying to like get a look? You know?
That could hit you hard, dude.
It did. Yeah, I like went home and I was like, this man just massaged my shoulder.
Yeah. I think the moral of the story is, dude, just don't work at a bank, dude.
Don't work at a bank.
No, man. Dude, how do you feel? Like, do you feel weird, like, that you have your own place now?
Yeah, kind of.
Did you cry?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, honestly, like when I was like at my house.
When did you cry? Like,
I think when I was like moving stuff out.
Really?
You know, I'm a mama's
Yeah.
boy, so like
Yeah.
I was sitting at home and my mom's like, dude, rushing me, dude. Like I don't know what it was. It was weird. Like she cried at first because like I had everything around the house, but like I moved all my stuff out of my childhood room, dude. Like I never moved out of my house. Like
Yeah.
that's the house I lived in for the last 25 years, and like I don't know. After it was like empty, I like sat in the closet, dude, and I'm just like looking at the room and I'm like crying, and my mom's like, "Are you crying?" And I'm like, "Nah, bitch. I'm just like it's musty as shit in this room, you know." Nah, but like, dude, I don't know. But like my mom's like cool as shit.
Yeah.
But she's been on my nerves because like she like did a bunch of my laundry, but like she's smart. She knows she doesn't want me to. She wants me to come back to the house. She put all my brother's clothes in a bag, knowing it's not mine. Like she knows. She's been doing my laundry for years, you know. So like she knows whose clothes are whose. So I'm looking at all this stuff. I'm like, she did this because she knows I have to go return it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you think you're gonna go back a lot?
Probably not.
Really?
Maybe once in a while. Like I'll take my
Yeah.
mom out to like a nice seafood dinner.
Yeah. I go back a decent amount.
Do you see your mom
It's
a
like
lot?
my mama's boy, dude. But like, dude, she gets excited to like, she'll get excited to do my laundry, and like she does a better job than I would do.
Yeah.
Cause like, dude, first day here, I just threw like all my laundry in the wash, and dude, I almost caused like a fire. Like she does a good job, and like she like looks forward to it, dude.
Doing your laundry?
But yeah, dude, she's like super emotional, man. Like when I went to college, dude, I bawled my fucking eyes out, dude. 'Cause, like, I
Really?
was the first person in my family to go to college.
Well, that's a big step though.
Yeah, so like I was going to URI, dude, and I like, dude, everything hit me at once, man. And I just like sat down on my bed and I was like, fuck, dude.
Just made jerk you like.
Dude. Yeah, I was like, dude, I can't believe I'm doing this.
I know it is weird though. Like,
But like, dude, I also think about like if I did still live with my mom, like how like depressing that would be. Cause like, dude, you don't want to live there too long. You know
Not
what I'm
too
saying?
long. I know what you
Yeah,
mean.
'cause,
Like,
like,
I was
if you're like 30, dude, and you're like, mom, like, you know, where the rice cake's at, like, dude, that'll get, you know.
dude, bad.
Yeah.
Well, I think it got bad, and the point where I wanted to move out was, like, my mom works a night shift, and she doesn't, dude, no one in my house has a filter. Like, I was dating this girl, and I was still young, like 23-ish. Yeah, I was like 23. And we would just be, like, straight banging, you know, like, in my room. My little brother has, like, no filter. Dude, I don't know what was wrong with him. Like, one day, like, he just opens up my bedroom door, and, like, we were, like, finishing, so we were, like, done. But, like, we're in my room. Like, so it's comfortable. And we've been dating for, like, a year, so we're just, like, naked, you know, just standing up butt naked. He just opens up the door, and he just has a casual conversation. I'm like, yo, dude. And he goes, oh, dude, I thought, like, I was just, like, he was just, I don't know what he was even talking about. My brain was just, like, focused on, like, this man really is just, like, staring at my girlfriend, like, butt-ass naked.
Yeah.
And he's just, like, still talking. He's, like, talking about a video game or something. I'm like, dude.
How
like,
old is he?
He's 2 years younger than me. So at this
Oh,
time,
right.
he's, like, 20. So we're like two grown-ass men with, like, I think he wasn't wearing a shirt. So we're almost like three people, like,
Really?
2.5 people naked.
Yeah.
And he's just, like, standing in the doorway. My mom, she'll just open up the door. This is the worst part. Like, it'll be, like, 1 in the morning, and she'll, like, come into the room. And, like, sometimes I'm up, you know, because, like, I'll just be, like, scrolling through my phone. And this is, like, what made me want to move out is she'll, like, come home from work and, like, open up the door and, like, come in my room and start rubbing my back. And, like, she'll ask a dumb question. Are you awake, honey? Like, now I am, because you just barged into the room, started rubbing my back, and then asked me if I'm awake, and then it just threw out my sleeping schedule. But,
Yeah.
Also bringing home girls. Like, I'm 25 now,
Dude,
so
at least you were bringing in girls, man. I went like 3 years without. It was actually probably longer than that, than having a girl over my house.
yeah.
It was like weird though, cause like my mom, back in the day, like she would always want to like talk to them,
My mom does too.
and I'd be like, listen, mom, I get it, but like, we're out clam hunting, like we're not.
Dude,
You know what I'm saying?
my mom, I was talking to this girl from like, not from Rhode Island, like another state. And
Yeah.
my mom, like, she's like, so how was your night? And like, she can tell. Like, if I come
Yeah.
home acting a different way, like, I was pretty happy. Like, I don't know. We were like hitting it off kind of. So she's like, you talking to someone? I'm like, yeah. She goes, what's her name? And I said her first name. Let's say her name's Glenn. I was like talking to her. He goes, what's her last name? Because I know my mom would like go on Facebook and stuff.
Oh, really?
And then like next thing you know, like 2 weeks later, I found out they were like messaging each other a little bit on Facebook.
What?
I'm like, mom, like I'm not dating this person. Like, don't do that.
Damn, dude.
Because then like I don't know. Like I feel like I'm obligated to like
Really?
marry that person.
Yeah.
So my mom's like, she seems like a really nice person. I'm like, mom, you talked to her on Facebook.
Yeah.
But
Damn, dude. At least you're like, I mean, dude, that's that's like a good problem to have, though, dude. 'Cause,
Dude,
like,
like-
I remember at one point my mom was like, "Are you going out tonight? You gonna talk to some girls?" And I'd be like, "No, like I'm just chilling here. Like, isn't that what you want?" She was kind of like,
Your mom's like,
yeah,
yo, you
but,
gonna
like,
smash a chick
yeah, she's like,
upstairs?
You're a fucking pussy. Yeah, but like she was like, I felt like she was kind of like, like you should go out and like
Pursue some
fucking
pussy.
socialize with some pussy. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because I'm just spanking, like playing Xbox with my boys, which is the dream.
It
You
is.
know what I'm saying? But like, dude, there's a point where it's like, yo, you're gonna pursue
impregnate the woman?
Yeah. But like, dude, there's always just random shit, man. Like, my mom got a bonus once, and she bought like a bird feeder, and dude, she put it in the middle of the front yard.
Really?
So like, when I would go to work in the morning, there would just be like fucking falcons, dude, just fucking coming down from the sky and just shitting everywhere, dude. She would like feed up like the whole thing.
She would feed falcons?
She would feed like the whole neighborhood of birds.
Why?
Dude, I don't know, man. She was just fascinated with like bird feeders and shit.
Yeah, but then you like leaving the house every day and like there's just bird shit all over
Yeah,
the
there's
place.
like legitimate falcons. I'm like, dude, is that a human being with wings?
Bro, one time I was like, I thought it was weird. I was taking my dog outside, right?
Yeah.
And I think it was an eagle or something, but like you know how they like kill
An
their prey?
eagle?
An eagle, yeah.
There's no way it was a fucking eagle, dude.
Bald eagle, dude.
You think you saw a bald eagle?
Maybe. I don't know if it was an eagle or
Probably
an
a
owl.
falcon, dude.
Falcon, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. They all look the same. They're just a big
I
bird.
mean, an eagle's like pretty fucking rare, dude.
But like you know how like they kill, right? Like how they kill their prey?
Yeah.
They pick it up, they fly super high, and they just drop that shit. So I'm taking my dog outside, and I'm like just having him, what do you call it? Like doing his business. All of a sudden, I just like look. I hear it to the right. I can see it in the corner of my eye. I just hear a thud, and I see a rabbit just fall. And then I look up, and I see like it was like a hawk or falcon or something,
Yeah.
right? Just like flying, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden it stops, and it gets on the top of my roof of my house, and it's just like staring at me, and I'm like, yo, Zeus,
shit.
hurry that shit up, dude. Like, you're about to die. Like, we have to get inside. And then I saw him, and I felt so bad because, like, I saw the rabbit, like, twitching. Like, I probably could have saved it, but I'm like, nah, this
Yeah.
dude's hungry. So I'm like,
Yeah.
you're done.
Nah, dude, survival of the fittest, man. You can't be a pussy out there, dude. Especially as a man, dude.
Yeah.
If I see a squirrel on the road, dude, I'm fucking accelerating, bro.
Dude,
You ever
but,
see
like-
chicks who like fucking slam on the brakes for squirrels?
Really?
Yeah, dude, I'll get out of the car, man.
Dude, I did that once when I was in a truck. I felt so bad. Like, and I probably didn't. I went a little bit extra.
Really?
I was driving, and I ran over a squirrel, and I felt bad because I could feel the thud. And I was like, oh, shit. So, like, I get out of the car, and I see it, like, it's like spazzing out because it's dying. I didn't know what to do, so I picked up a huge rock, right? I could have just put the car in reverse and, like, put him out of his misery. But I got this huge rock, and I just threw it up in the air, and I just, like, smashed right on it. And I was like, no, he's fine. But, like, I was going to therapy at the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it was like, I don't know, it was college. So I was 19 at the time.
Mhm.
So a lot of things changing in my life, you know.
Yeah.
Wasn't really getting girls my first year. Didn't know how it worked. Still living at home with my mom. I don't know, just like a life-changing
bunch of
event.
stuff,
I had to figure out what was going on. And I went to therapy, and my therapist was like, how'd your day go so far? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I just smashed a squirrel with a rock before I came here. And, like, dude, I don't know, like, what to do that day. This is
Yeah,
a
I
weird
wouldn't, I
day.
wouldn't feel anything, dude. I saved a turtle once though.
I saved a turtle. I had it
Really?
for a pet.
That's a good feeling, man.
Dude, I had a pet turtle named Skittles for 14 years.
Really?
It was in my room. And I
Did
fed it
you-
every day. My brother's a slob, right? So, like, I don't know if he killed it or anything, but, like, my girlfriend at the time was like living in my room with me. So like, she's like, we got to get rid of the turtle. She didn't want it in my room. So I'm like, fine, we'll just move it into Chase, my brother's room. Chase, yeah. My brother's name is Chase. And, dude, 2 months later, he just gives us a call and he goes, yo, I don't know if Skittles is alive right now. So I came home and like went into the room and like tapped on the case. Dude's dead. I'm like, yo, what'd you do? And he goes, nothing. Fed him and everything. I don't know. It was like all of a sudden, dude, living in my room for 14 years. And like I'm Googling shit. I'm like, yo, how long do turtles supposed to live for? This thing's supposed to live for like 80 years, yo. And I'm
No
like,
way, dude.
how is he dead already?
80 years?
Dude, some tortoises, they live
Yeah.
for like 200, man.
Fuck, dude. That's a good dude. When you save a turtle, though, dude, I saved one in the rain, man. He was about to get fucking crushed, bro.
Would you find him in the street? You're like,
Yeah, dude. It was raining out, and I saw him, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna fucking save you, little buddy. And there was a pond right next to him.
just
I
chuck
just
him in there.
fucking threw him in there, dude. He's probably dead now, but
Probably did. Yeah, he probably didn't survive.
yeah. Imagine fucking with a snapper, dude.
Snapper turtle?
Yeah. I wouldn't fuck with that, dude.
Nah, dude,
Those
those-
things like hiss and shit, dude.
They do. They dude. My little one, Skittles, used to hiss. Like if he went
Really?
under the bed, he used to get out of the not the cage, but like out of the fish tank, and like
Yeah.
crawl into my bed sometimes.
Yeah, I was never good with like shit like that, man.
I'm not good with
We had
pets
a
in
big
general.
fish tank once. Dude, we had a big fish tank once,
Yeah.
and we bought like fucking 30 fish. Didn't know anything about the fish. Put them in the tank, dude. Like a week later, the tank was just fucking brown. It looked like someone literally took a shit in it. Dude.
Yeah, they're all
They
shitting in
died.
there.
Dude, they all died.
Do they eat each other?
Like at
Do
the same time.
you think any of them ate
I
each
think
other?
some of them ate each other, but like all the others started shitting, and that probably knocked out a few.
They're
And
probably
then
like,
just
yo, clean this shit.
so depressing though, dude. It was just like this massive tank that was like brown.
Dude, the first time, you know, when you're like a kid and like you go in your backyard and you're like,
Yeah,
you just find like random toads and shit. You're like, yo, we got pets.
yeah.
So it was like a hot summer
I wasn't
day,
really
right?
like a big animal kid.
Really? I've always
Yeah.
had a pet.
I never like fucked with animals.
I like dogs or nothing. You have
Well,
a dog,
no.
right?
Like I have a shit ton of like I have fucking 2 dogs, but no, I'm saying like I was never somebody who like found animals and like fucked with them. Like you know, I hadn't
Like
fucking
a dead animal, you're not like gonna poke it and
yeah,
shit.
like psychopathic shit.
No,
I didn't,
yeah, like skin a cat or
yeah, I
something.
didn't like skin a cat and wear it as a hat. You know what I'm saying?
Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
But like, I found these toads, right? And we were with
Yeah.
my brother. Dude, I had no idea about anything. I was just like, my mom's like, yeah, we got to go to Walmart. So I'm like, all right, great. But we don't want the toads to leave. So we took like all 5 toads, right? And we're like, yo, we're going to name these things real quick after we come back. We're thinking of names on the ride home.
Yeah.
Beaming sun, we put them in a cooler with no top, no nothing, no food. Dude, we come back, those things were fucking fried, dude. It was bad. I felt
Really?
bad. Yeah, we're like, yeah, what are we going to name them?
Yeah.
I forget what we were going to name them, but like we had names. We go look in. Dude, they're like black. Like,
Shit, dude.
I was like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm going to get fucking. Oh, dude, one time. I don't know. I'm even saying this, bro. But
Yeah.
like one time I was like raking the leaves, right? This is like very recent. And like I still feel guilty about this to this day, right? I'm raking the leaves and shit, right? And like we had a mice problem at my house. So I always thought like we had like little mice like coming in through like the gutters or something, like every house does. Not every house, but like my house is like old. My mom's looking to move. Like we've been renting that house for years, and the landlord sucks because
Yeah.
they haven't like updated the building since like the Stone Age. But we had like a mice problem a couple of years, and then we filled some holes. But I'm raking the leaves, and all of a sudden, like I rake the leaves, right? I see like 3 baby things, right? They look like mice, but they're not mice. They're bunnies.
Mhm.
So I'm like, I rake, and I'm like, yo, shit. So I see like 3 little things. So I take the rake, and instinctively I'm like, yo, get these like I'm smashing them with the rake, and I'm like, oh fuck,
That was your instinct?
to kill them.
Yeah.
Because if they were mice, I'm like, yo, these things can't get into the house. Because if I just move them, they're gonna come back.
Yeah.
But then I hit him once, bad, dude, and then all of a sudden I hit him hard. So like I saw him like bounce up and down, and then I'm going to like crank it up again. And my mom's like looking out the window, and I'm like looking at him like, yo, these things don't have tails. So I'm like getting close. I'm like, yo, they're baby bunnies, bro.
You killed him?
3.
Oh.
But I didn't kill them. I probably gave them brain damage. So I fucked up their whole bed. I'm like, yo, what do I do now? My mom's like, do I take them in? There's 3 of them. So I'm like, yo, I have 3 brothers. My brother came home and he goes, yo, we should each take one. I'm like, no, we got to keep them here. So I'm Googling shit. I'm like, the bunnies will come back. Like the mom goes out and gathers food all day, and like comes back like at night. So I'm like, I have to make a little bed for him. So I took an old T-shirt, put him back. It was a cold day. Like it gets cold at night. This is probably like July this year, and I'm still like, I stopped smoking weed, but like I'm chilling with my friend Jake, and I'm like, yo, Jake, you want to come over? And I was like, I had to just tell somebody because I just felt guilty. And I'm like, yo, so I think I killed like 3 babies today, like 3 baby bunnies. And he goes, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, I don't know how to feel right now. Like, I felt like shit because I'm like, yo, someone's mom. Because, like, when I was driving home, I was, like, looking at, like, little bunnies, like, in my neighborhood. And I'm like, yo, there's a mother looking for, like, 3 babies right now. And I'm sitting there, like, high a little bit in my driveway. And, like, he's in there, too. And he's like, yo, look. So I look over to the left. Dude, it's the fucking mama bunny, like, came back at, like, 9 o'clock at night.
Shit.
And I felt like shit because she's just, like, staring at, like,
She's probably looking for him, dude.
No, she's looking at him because I put him back.
Oh.
And then she like looks left and right, and then she just fucking leaves.
Wow.
So I'm like, oh, these things are fucking dead. So I made a little. If you go in my backyard, I dug like 3 little holes, and I had like iPhone cases.
Dude.
You know, like the iPhone boxes, like when you buy an iPhone.
Yeah.
Took all 3, put each one in little caskets, and like I buried them in my backyard.
Dude. That literally
like,
makes me want to cry right now.
Right.
That's so emotional, dude.
Dude, it was a bad time. I felt like shit. You know what the worst part about it is?
Dude,
Mom made a scene because she goes, what's going on? And my neighbor's like, her name's, I'm not going to say her name, but like she's just like looking at me and like, everything okay? And I'm like, yeah, everything's okay. Go back to what you were doing, you know, whatever. Like, don't be nosy. I'm just killing babies over here. Dude, I felt so bad. I think about this to this day. Like, I'm like, yo. Like, yo, I killed 3 babies.
Dude, I'm trying so hard. I was trying to fart.
Dude, that's the worst.
Dude, it felt so tight, too.
The best ones are like those little bubbles.
Oh,
I heard that. That was good. You should put the mic on it.
Tight. Oh, I'm going to shit myself.
Don't do that, man. We're getting old. Sometimes you accidentally will do that, you know?
No,
you
I
never
never
know.
fucked with animals, man. But somebody...
Oh, yeah, where are you going with that?
No, because yeah, dude. When I was younger, dude, I didn't know what my dad did like for a living.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like 12, 13 or something, and like I remember he was like talking to my mom, and he was like, "Hey, Kevin's coming over for dinner," and my mom was like, "Did you tell the kids?" And he was like, "No, they'll be fine." It's like, dude, we're at dinner.
Yeah.
Dude. And like you had to be on time for dinner, dude. Like
he'd be like pissed if you're not there.
Yeah. So like once the street lights went on, like I had to be at the dinner table.
Mm-hmm.
And like I wasn't really religious, but we would say grace. And like he would expect me to have something like
ready
pretty
to say.
solid to say. And I was always dog shit.
Like thank you, baby Jesus, my favorite Jesus.
Dude, so I remember like he has this dude Kevin over. No joke, dude. He has this dude Kevin over. We sit down, like doesn't even introduce me or anything, dude. And he's like, "John, I need you to say grace." And I was like, "Fuck." Dude, so I'm making shit up. I'm like, "Thank you so much for this like beautiful dinner." Dude, all of a sudden, bro, Kevin rips ass, dude. Like
right at the table.
Ranks one, dude. And like fucking spanks the mashed potatoes, dude. And dude, I fucking laughed for 2 hours, dude. Dude, I got grounded for a week. Dude, Kevin was disabled, bro. Like my dad worked with like kids with disabilities.
Wait, so he just invited so what did your dad do?
Dude, he worked for this foundation that's still around. It's called the Seven Hills Foundation.
Yeah.
And he would literally just take care of
special needs people.
Yeah.
Oh.
They were older though. So like this was
like adults.
This was a grown man at the dinner table.
So your dad just like took one of his like
he would hang out with them, he'd like bring them to the movies.
Oh yeah.
Shit like that.
My mom did that.
Yeah, dude.
Project Friends.
But dude, they would come over every night for dinner, dude. It was fucking hilarious, dude. Like I never missed a dinner, bro. Like dude, they would just yell shit in the middle of a conversation.
Oh, so you
fucking dump their head in the mashed potatoes and shit, dude. But like I would get in trouble for it. Like I got grounded for laughing, dude. But dude,
you can't help it though.
Dude, imagine like not knowing that dude, and you just see that. Like I was in the middle of grace, You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
But like, dude, I think I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I think that's why I am the way I am. Because like he would have them over to hang out, and I would hang out with them.
Yeah.
So I think that's where like some of the random stuff I do comes from. Like,
Probably.
Dude, we would hit golf balls at houses. Dude, my dad bought me a like.
You
a
would just
wood-
like casually just like swing golf balls at
Yeah,
houses.
dude, my dad bought me a golf set once.
Yeah.
They were like used golf clubs. Like the 3-wood was legit wood.
Yeah.
And like, dude, I remember one day me and Kevin went in the backyard, dude, and just started fucking beaming my neighbor's house. Like, dude, we would tee up and just swing as hard as we could.
So how old was this Kevin guy?
Like 35.
How old were
like
you?
a grown fucking like 13. Literally a grown fucking man.
You're the 35-year-old man, and you're just like first instinct. Yeah, you want to go smash some?
Dude.
Dude, my mom did that too.
Dude.
And there was this lady that used to come to the house, and I forgot her name, but she used to be scared of my dog all the time. And then one
so,
day,
like, your mom would like bring him over to the house.
sometimes, like there was 2 customers,
Yeah.
or not, I don't like to call them customers, but like clients or whatever they are, that she really liked. And like if they had to babysit them, like my mom, she worked like 3 jobs, so like
Yeah.
she'd like multitask. Like if she had to do something for work or school, like she'd bring them back to the house and like let them watch a movie or whatever. But she was scared to death of my dog.
Yeah.
My dog is like a big chocolate lab, but he's super friendly. Like he'll just kiss you, lick you, and all that. But one day, dude, my brother's an asshole. Like my little brother.
Yeah.
She's walking to the car, and she goes, "I'm not scared of the dog anymore." This is like 2 months in. So Jace goes, "Oh yeah." So there's a cage, and so the dog's like in the living room, like watching her walk to the car.
Yeah.
And she's in the middle of my neighborhood. My neighbors are always outside. It's an older neighborhood, so they're all like, you know, raking the leaves, talking to each other through the fence. So she's like, "Bye, doggy," like waving through the door. So my brother opens the door to let the dog like, run after her and chase her. Dude,
Yeah.
she was screaming like someone's about to like chase her with a knife, man.
Does she have Down syndrome?
Yeah. And I felt guilty, but I didn't even stop the dog. I was kind of
Dude,
laughing.
I would dude, so I was at Subway. This was like a year or 2 ago. I'm just fucking. I used to go to Subway, bro, and I would order like double chicken chopped salads. Like, who the fuck does that, dude?
Who gets a salad from Subway?
Exactly. I did that for like a few years, bro.
That's a weird thing to
Dude,
get
so
from
I'm
Subway.
outside of Subway.
Yeah.
And I see this dude, Richard, who's disabled, walking in with another dude. And this was a guy that my dad used to take care of. Dude, I almost started bawling my eyes out.
Why?
Dude,
Crying or like laughing?
Because, like, dude, it just brought back so many memories, man.
Smashing golf balls against the houses.
Well, Richard, so, like, Kevin had, like, full-on Down syndrome. So he
Oh,
was,
okay.
like, the funniest dude to hang out with. Like, dude, I fucking love that guy, man. He would do, like, the most random shit, dude.
Yeah.
And I would invite friends over and not tell them, and then they would find out. And, like, we hung out, dude. Like, we were boys, man.
Yeah, that's
like,
your
I
man.
would never, like... The thing about, like, dude, like, if somebody made fun of him, dude, I would
Destroy him.
destroy them. But, like,
Yeah.
I would also be, like, super emotional, man. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
for some reason, it just made me super emotional.
Just to see him.
Because, like, they're so fucking funny, dude.
Dude, they're funny and
They're
they're
funny
they're
as
so
shit, dude.
genuine.
Yeah.
Like they
And,
don't.
like, dude, they, like, I'm sure they're fucking hard to take care of. But, like, dude, like, some of the funniest fucking memories I've ever had is, like, with that dude, Kevin. Like, dude, we would fucking hit golf balls at houses, dude. We played so many sports together. Like, he was just like...
we would break so many windows together.
Just like dude, imagine every day at the dinner table, just mid-conversation, someone just yells something random. Like, dude.
I feel bad about that because like they can't control it, but like I know what you mean. Like they'll just start
Yeah.
screaming.
Yeah. And people are like, oh, that must, like, get old. It's like, no. Like, never once did it get old. But, dude, I saw this dude, Richard, and he didn't have Down syndrome, but, like, he couldn't take care of himself, dude.
Yeah.
So, like, my dad brought him, like, grocery shopping and shit, and, like, we would go with them. But, dude, I hadn't seen him in a while, man. And when I saw him, you know, with, like, another guy taking care of him, dude, I was like, holy shit, man.
Yeah, you don't know what to do, man.
Dude, I almost put on Landslide and fucking started bawling, bro.
Did he look
I'm not
old?
glad I cried, dude. Like, I fucking couldn't handle it.
You saw him at Subway though?
Dude, I saw him at Subway right next to like where he used to live. Like we used to help him like do grocery shopping and shit.
Yeah.
And I think he's still living in the same place, man. But
You gonna cry right now?
I might, dude. Honestly, no, I wouldn't.
If
but,
you need to.
No, dude. But dude, I
I
don't
won't
know,
make fun
man.
of you a lot.
I was thinking about it because I was like, you know, like a lot of people our age, dude, like they're mature now.
Yeah.
Like they're
Like we're
you know,
25, dude.
Yeah, like a lot of people are kind of like cutting it off. Like they're getting married and they're like, they don't really think farts are funny anymore, and like they're really like settling down. And like, dude, I still think all that stuff's funny. And
Farts?
I think it's because of that. But I never thought of it that way.
No, it's because like it's
Like all that stuff affects you, man. When you're younger, like when you're growing up, like I think
No.
it sticks with you.
farts are funny though.
Yeah.
Like farts in general, probably not. But like you're telling me like you're just like casually sitting somewhere, like it's at Subway, and you're just like sitting there and you just hear a fart.
Yeah.
Like that's funny because like
Yeah. Well,
who
dude,
the fuck farts? Like
farts are funny when it's in like a professional setting.
yeah, dude.
Like, if you were in a business meeting and somebody was making a presentation and
Yeah.
it got quiet and someone cranked one, like that would be fucking hilarious.
Absolutely.
It's not that funny anymore when someone's like, "Yo, fucking check this."
Yo, listen
like,
to
it's still
this.
funny, but it's not like as funny.
No, it has to be out of pocket, like out of
Yeah.
nowhere. Like
Like when you say grace, dude, like that's fucking funny shit.
yeah, that's not the place to fart.
Yeah.
Or when you're sitting with like customers, like you ever sit with a customer or like sit in a professional standing and you let the silent one come out, but like your heart's kind of racing, hoping they don't smell it or catch on. I've done that multiple times. Like one morning, like I'm starting to work out again, so
Yeah.
I'm eating like 6 eggs in the morning, all that stuff. So I had, like
Yeah,
the
dude,
egg
I must
farts.
say, dude, no homo, I'm proud of you, because, like, when I first met you, dude, you were so fucking lazy, dude. Like, you never worked out.
I didn't do shit, dude.
Was there, like, what, like, made you start working out?
Woman,
Really?
that and
Was
I
it
don't know,
heartbreak?
huh?
Was it heartbreak?
Heartbreak?
Yeah. That's why I started working out, dude.
I don't know if it was heartbreak. It was just like one day I just looked in the mirror and I'm like,
Was it bad?
what?
Like, what you saw in the mirror? Like, was
Yeah.
you were, like, upset with
I
yourself?
thought I looked like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I gotta get my shit together.
But, like, weren't you, like, did you play sports in high school and stuff?
I played basketball.
Yeah.
I did drill team a lot though. Like in high school, I was kind of like a nerd.
Really? Like
Not a nerd.
band?
I was a cool nerd. Like
When
I
you
was.
say drill, you mean band?
Nah, it's not like band. It's like rifles and shit. So
Oh,
like,
wow.
you ever see Cadet Kelly when they're like doing the flipping and stuff?
Yeah, like wooden guns.
Yeah, but they were real guns though. They were
Oh,
like
really?
heavy guns. Yeah,
Real guns?
real guns.
Like, they were loaded.
Yeah, start shooting. Hey
I
yo,
was,
start popping off. Nah, but they were like Springfield replicas. And I used to love that stuff because like everyone. What are you doing with your hand?
Oh, my head.
You caught me though.
Got it.
Got you later. But yeah, I did all that. I was super tall. Like people always thought I should do volleyball. Like if I can go back to high school, I'd probably be more active in sports. But
Yeah.
I dated a girl in high school, and she used to like. I used to be skinny, so like I've been working on my chest a lot because she used to put a pillow on my chest, saying my chest was bony when we used to cuddle.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, that sucked. And then like, I don't know, I just never worked out. And in college, I had like the worst eating schedule because I would like eat ramen noodles and just like be bored between classes. And I used to play tons of basketball.
Yeah, you didn't go to class, dude.
I went to like one.
Yeah.
That would be it. And then I'd like reach out to my professors and like give them like this weird sob story saying I'm going through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But in reality, I was just lazy. I just didn't want to go to college classes.
Yeah, man.
The college was, I don't know what it is, but like I lost a lot of motivation when I went to college.
I mean, dude, I don't think college is kind of a joke, man. But
Oh, it is.
I think about like laziness a lot because, like, dude, I used to be like super lazy, and I kind of like, you know, now I'm like waking up early and like doing more stuff. But back in the day, dude, I was fucking super lazy, man.
Really?
Yeah, like it was bad.
Yeah, I got really lazy. I don't know what it
think
was.
I mean, it's pretty much like a disease if you think about it.
It is. You know, that like when you get lazy, it causes depression too. Like when you're just sitting there, you're like,
Yeah,
I don't want to
man.
fucking do anything.
Yeah, dude, 'cause I mean, our generation's kind of like a bunch of pussies too, dude.
It is.
Because you're like, yo, why are you depressed? And they're like, I don't know. And you're like,
You
oh,
really
wow.
don't know. Like
I just feel bad for people with like actual depression, man.
Yeah, you know,
know?
like, cause I've had days where I'm like really sad. Like I've been in some dark places, but like when I see someone sad, like I don't judge them or like laugh. I'll just be like, yo, man, like, what's going
but
on?
it's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like literally, like, what are you doing? And they're like, nothing. It's like, you know, maybe you just start there. You know,
Yeah.
maybe like fucking go outside.
Go
Like,
outside,
no,
read a
I'm just-
book or
like, no, I'm just gonna fucking chill here. And it's like, well, there's your fucking problem. But like, I feel bad for people who are like, legitimately depressed.
Yeah.
Like what's causing their depression is like out of their control, and they're still trying to get out of it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and you know what sucks about our generation too, and it's video games and all that are fun. It's the people that I'm like burping all the time. Like, yo, can they hear that?
Dude, I think it's the bang, dude, because I was burping a lot too.
I know.
It's like
dude.
really carbonated.
I'm getting like tons of gas.
Really?
Not really. Kind of. I can feel the rumbling, but I'm like
Yeah.
trying not to fart right now.
It's alright, dude. Just let it rip.
Let it rip. I don't know. I don't want to ruin the leather.
That's alright. Ruin. You
But,
already fucking broke the chair, dude.
I kind of did, right? I don't know what that is. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it like indents. I don't know why.
fucking skin.
You're just fucking jacked, dude.
It's fucking jacked,
Yeah.
man. No, you're jacked, man. Look at you. No homo, but like I'd cuddle you, man.
You fuck me, dude.
I'd fuck you. Right with that shirt, dude. I'd come right in that mouth of that shirt, dude.
Wow, dude. That'd be hot.
All day. We can use the lube.
Yeah.
But no, video games, dude. Like people that like when I like was going through it and all, like I broke my hand. I was doing a lot of dumb stuff that I shouldn't have done, and I would literally just sit at home and watch movies. And after that, I'm like, yo, my body felt weak. Like going back to the gym, that sucked because like I'll be doing bench press and like my whole right arm would be like weaker, and then eventually I just did it so that my body would get back to normal. But like I don't know, man. I was just hanging out with people. Like I started going out. I started hanging out with my brother's friends and all that, and they're all like super jacked and juiced up. And then you just see me in the corner, and I'm like, yo, that's Pencil Mason over there. So I'm like,
Do you ever get upset when you go out?
upset?
Yeah.
No,
Really?
never. When I go out, I look to get rejected at least once.
Really?
I do.
Yeah, man. You slay out there, dude.
Well, yeah, because
Pipe it up, bro.
the goal is to get rejected like
Yeah.
once. Just get out of the way. And I learned that from a friend of mine. Like I have a friend. His main goal is to like get rejected. Like he'll go up to someone he knows he's not going to get and just like get rejected like the worst way possible. And he's like, let's go. Like he started the day off strong because once you get that out of the way, you're fine. Not every girl's going to want you. And
Yeah,
like,
I think I just like, dude, I'm like really romantic, dude, but I'm like really immature at the same time.
they just walk up to a girl like, yo, want to make love.
Dude, like I went out with, I caught up with a buddy over the weekend. And
This weekend or recently?
This past weekend.
Hmm?
So we went out. This is my first time going out in Boston, and this girl was like, "Hey, there's a lot of beautiful women here. Like, which one are you gonna talk to?" And I was like, "Oh, I mean, you're beautiful, and I'm talking to you, dude." Crushed it. Right?
Easy. Dude, that's all you have to do.
A few minutes later, dude, I crop dusted the entire dance floor. Like, dude, people were freaking out. Like,
Really?
dudes were freaking out. I think a fight broke out. I was in tears laughing.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude.
So, like, dude, I can start off strong, but, like, then I'm like, oh, wait, dude, like, you think, you, like, remember who you are, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I, like, let it be known.
Exactly.
Like, I don't like pretending, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'll be talking to a girl, and then I'll be like, wait a second, dude. You're John Psyche, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you tell fart jokes. You know what I'm
Yeah, you're the
saying?
man.
But, like, if she knew, different story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but eventually they'll know. Like, I think...
I mean, we've been saying that for years, dude.
Yeah.
But the only way I can pull it off is if I'm like, hey, just long walks on the beach.
Of course, yeah, you're
Shit like
a
that.
hopeless romantic. I'm the same way. Like
Yeah.
I want like eventually.
But
Like,
I have
want
that. I have that romanticism, in, like all the Notebook, A Walk to Remember, like all that's still in my brain.
Yeah, but that's good to have because like
Yeah.
when you know what's funny, like you talk to girls sometimes and like you watch those movies to prepare yourself to be like, yo, she's gonna want to watch something romantic, and then they're like, I want to watch The Office.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've watched this 7 times. Like I don't want to watch this. You want to let them know that you're into those sentimental stuff. Like when I was a kid, me and my mom. Or my mom and I think that's how you say it. My mom
Yeah,
and
there
I,
you go.
we would watch As the World Turns, Days of Our Lives, like all those soap operas together. I can name all the characters.
Yeah.
Then,
Well,
like-
I mean, those Lifetime movies that we watch, like, they're backwards.
Yeah, they're always in like living in mansions and shit. But like, hey,
Even like the Notebook's kind of backwards.
when you go out though, like, what's your like, how do you like, what's your go-to like pickup thing? Like when you want to go talk to a chick, like, what do you do?
I think there was a phase where like I would get really depressed when I went out.
Yeah, just sit in the corner,
Yeah.
sit in the corner and cry, and like hope a girl walks over to you and say like, what happened?
Well, dude, I went a while without drinking. You know what I mean?
That's good, though.
So
I
my
mean-
mind was super clear. So like positives are super clear, but when your mind's that clear, like the negatives are also super clear.
Yeah,
So, like when I go out now, I just try to like. As of recently, I just tell myself like, dude, no one gives a fuck. Like literally, no one gives a fuck.
No one does.
No one, dude. No one knows you. Like no one gives a fuck. Just fucking do you. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
And like that works, but I think being myself is what makes me depressed.
Well, like, because you think people will, like, judge it or whatever. Like, you overthink it sometimes.
Yeah, like I know they will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Who gives a fuck though?
But like in my head, like I feel like I shouldn't have to tell someone that.
Yeah. Like one time I was like it all depends. Like going out in public.
I hate when people are like they think they know you.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I know you. Like you're, you know what I mean? That
Yeah.
makes me mad. 'Cause
Like,
it's like you don't know me.
You don't know me.
You literally you don't know me, son. Like that shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
So that's
Like
what
they'll
makes
know
me
you from like
depressed.
probably like 5 years ago from like walking by the hallways and shit, but like they don't like know who you are. Like you change quick. Like everyone changes. Like
Yeah.
every year, like you're a new person.
But like who I am on stage, like that's me.
That's you. Yeah.
That's who I am. So like when people see me out and like, you know, maybe it looks cool, but it's
Yeah.
like, nah, dude, like I'm still that same guy. I'm just, you know,
Just a normal human being.
yeah, like
It's like you're like Dave Chappelle, dude. Like
yeah.
it must get annoying.
Not
Like you
really,
have some
no.
funny jokes. Like when you like do stand up, like it must. Do you ever get like annoyed if someone comes up to you, like just having a conversation, like yo, say a joke, like
I'm like afraid.
to like say
Yeah.
a joke in public that's like on the spot like that, or
Yeah, I mean that'll bother anyone.
yeah,
I get annoyed when people say I'm a comedian because like I'm an open micer and I'm just like pursuing a dream.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I don't care if people bring me down, but I get upset when people like, you know, they have the wrong idea.
yeah. Because
You know
then
what I'm
eventually the next question that comes up is like, oh, you're a comedian, say a joke, and then you're like,
Yeah, like I don't want anyone to know unless they're there.
yeah,
Like I like to keep it there at the at that setting.
Mhm.
'Cause it's like really intimate and there's like a time and a place for everything. But yeah, dude, that'll bother me when like, cause I just feel like I'm like, I mean, it's okay to go out like sometimes, but when you go out every single week and you do the same shit over and over again,
yeah,
like in your head you start to like question and be like, yo, what is the goal here? You know what I mean?
yeah,
And like for me, if I'm doing that a lot, I'm like, yo, this is like a distraction.
Mhm.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's fun once in a while, but if you're doing it a lot, it's like, dude, the clock's ticking, dude. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So that's what eats me, dude. That's why I get depressed, because like if I'm talking to some like chick or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I majored in finance, whatever. In the back of my head, I'm like, dude, I could be telling like fart jokes right now.
yeah. And you know what's fucking like? I hate that too. Like
Yeah.
now that I'm older, like we're both 25, like it feels weird. Like I talked to some girl at a place called The Trap in East Greenwich, and she's like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "I'm a banker." And like the second you say that, they think like you're a millionaire, and I'm like, "Nah, I make like an average salary, you know." But then I feel like I'm old because I'm like, "How old are you?" And I'm like, at this time I was 24.
Yeah.
She was 21 or 22. She goes, "Oh my God, you're old."
Yeah.
Now like hit me, and I'm like, yo, like I'm not even that old, but like some girls are, like I just felt like, damn, like do I have to get married or something? Like I feel like I gotta rush shit. But like now I just don't even try. I don't even try anymore. Like I think the best time I've ever picked up a girl was I was at a house party, and it was like Halloween, and I'm just sitting in the corner, and there was this like really hot chick, and I wasn't even talking to her. I was just sitting there. And she had like two of her friends like talking to her, like some guys like walking over, you know, the typical guy that like will go over like saying, "Where's my hug?"
Yeah.
And I'll like just casually like, stare at her a couple times, and then she'll like look at me and she goes, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Nothing." And like she was a flirt, so she goes, "Well, are you gonna talk to anyone?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll talk to people." I was just like chilling. Obviously I was a little high. Like I was
Yeah.
just like sitting there. She goes, "Well, how do you expect a girl to talk to you?" And I was like, "I'm talking to you right now, aren't I?" Dude, she loved that shit. So like we were talking all night, and then I don't know. That's when I learned, like, dude, it's not hard to, like, talk to people. You just have to go out there and just, like, just do it. But I know what
Yeah.
you're saying. Like, I've been going out every weekend, and it's getting sick. Like, it's getting old. Like, maybe my scenery have to change. Like, what's it like being in Boston? Like, do you like being in Boston now? Like, is it a lot different from, like, where you used to be? Or
No, it's the same shit everywhere.
yeah. There's
mean,
just different people, maybe, but
No, man. I mean, like there's more attractive women and there's like cooler things to do, but it's at the end of the day, it's the same thing.
it's the same thing. It's
the
a
same
scenery
idea.
to, like,
Yeah, but people go out for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you go out because you're trying to find that
But like, dude,
that mate.
There's like, there's like your perception, and then there's like reality. You know what I mean? Like, I can think all I want about like my fascinations and shit like that, but at the end of the day, man, like, dude, there's Chads and Brads out there, bro.
Dude,
they're gonna take over.
You know what sucks? Like my older brother, like I love him, but he's like super jacked. Not like super jacked, but he's like he's a pretty boy. Like he's always had like the good genetics. I mean, I think I'm a handsome guy. Like it's a confidence thing. Everyone, you just have to say that to yourself. Like I'm Mason or Pose. I'm a handsome guy. I'm gonna be able to like pull or whatever. But like reality hits me sometimes, and like if I'm standing next to my brother, like I was talking to some girl once, and we were like friends. We were hitting it off. Y'all saying some funny stuff, this and that. Dude, like, I have to use my words. Like, I have to, like, finagle, just, like, be funny, be genuine. He just walks by, and I was like, hey, like, he dapped me up, he gave me a hug. She goes, oh, my God, who's that? I'm like, oh, that's my brother. She goes, that's your brother? I was like, yeah. And she goes, does he like sex? Instantly, I'm like, of course he loves sex. Why? You want me to? And at this point, I didn't even, like, want to talk to her anymore. So I was like, yeah, you like sex. You want to go talk to him? She goes, yeah. So, like, they talked for, like, 5 seconds. She wanted, like, nothing to do with her. And then she like tried to talk to me again, and I was like, I wasn't even into her anymore. But like that type of stuff, like that's what kind of like motivated me to go to the gym, because I'm like, I gotta get like on his level at least, because he's like a huge inspiration to me. But
well, dude, you gotta do it for yourself, man.
Oh, I do it for myself too. It just makes me feel better. Like waking up in the morning, like I don't know, like just
dude, it makes you feel like
I did something for the day.
Yeah, just like looking in the mirror, you're like, dude, I fucking did that shit.
I did that shit today.
I sculpted that shit, bro.
Because for a little while, dude, like I was like literally, I felt like I was getting old. Like it was like literally going to work, go home, take a nap, eat some food, play some games, go to bed. Like doing that every day, like I just felt like.
That's why I wake up early. I wake up at 5, dude, because
I don't know how you do that.
The day goes by slower, man. The clock is ticking, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The clock's ticking. Dude.
Every day.
You wake up early, man. Like day goes by a little slower.
Yeah. You get more sunlight in.
Yeah. Dude, there's like there's a moment in the morning where you see the sun rise, dude. Mm-hmm. You just smell like the dew, bro.
Like, yeah, I know what you mean.
Such
it's like
a good feeling, dude.
It's a weird feeling. It feels like when you're a kid.
Smell like the Scott's Turf Grow, dude.
A what?
Scott's Turf Grow.
What's that?
It's our sponsor, bro. No, but dude, I'm happy you came, man.
I know.
I'm
glad you invited me,
dude. This was cool, man. Took you like a few minutes to get settled in, dude. But overall, man, I'm happy you came, dude.
Thank you.
And everything you want to say, dude, to the people?
Make sure you tune in next week for his next podcast.
No, thanks for coming, dude.
You have a great setup, honestly. Like I've seen it actually in person too. Like I didn't think it was like this good. Like obviously, like I know you did good, but like you have an official setup, everything, the lights, everything, the posters, dude. Everything's nice. I love it.
Don't fuck around, dude.
No, this is the real deal.
Thanks, man. Thanks for being a good friend, dude. And
absolutely. I'm glad we were like connected. It's been a little while,
Yeah.
We had a little fallout. Of course, that's probably my fault mainly. Stop talking, but I don't know. I'm just glad I'm talking to you again.
Yeah.
Good friends. I'm gonna start crying, but nah.
All right.